Hello everyone, welcome to Tiela's Natural Soaps and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in the lab I will be making my deodorant. I am running low and it's time for me to make more, but I'm not going to make all of them. I'm just right now making only my top sellers, and that's my sports stick and my patchouli and sweet orange. Also, I have a geranium that sells, but I have a few of those, so I'll make them next time because it takes a long time for these natural pellets that I use to melt down. So I'm going to go ahead and melt. Here's my concoction here, and I'm mixing it with my shea and coconut oil. You want to make sure you get everything out so you can get the full ingredients. Got my rubber scraper, y'all. And good thing about this, if the stuff starts to solidify, you can always pop it in the microwave. And that's what I'm going to do if this solidifies. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to pop it in the microwave for a second because I want to add all my other ingredients in here. So I'm going to pop this in the microwave real quick, just for 30 seconds. And I usually heat it back up on the stove, but not today because I really need to start making this. Okay, so in this container here, I have all my patters. So I'm going to, in my clays, I'm going to add that a little bit at a time. Whoops, that's hot. So this is my, I have in here some arrowroot powder, some Damascus earth, and some other things that I like to put in here. And I do it a little bit in at a time so I can get it well incorporated. And if you like, you can wear a mask because this stuff do float. You got to make sure this is well mixed. I guess you can use a stick blender, but I never use the stick blender because I don't want all my good oils and my waxes sticking to the stick blender. So I just use this little whisk. Make sure you scrape your sides down. Woo. I don't know if you guys can hear. Oh, he done woke himself up. My dog over there sleeping in his favorite place. And I guess he's snoring so loud he woke himself up. There he goes. My fur baby. So this looks like it's well mixed. Yeah. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix my stuff in this back in this jar, and I'm going to do 16 ounces. I believe 16 ounces will be enough for me to fill up 4 of these. And what I'm going to do when I mix this, you want to make sure you stir all the time because the some of these clays will settle down at the bottom and separate. And it's a little under 16 because I'm going to add my essential oils. I forgot about that. And let's move this out of the way. And keep stirring. So my first batch would be my sports, and I already mixed everything up in here. And the sports is a mixture of my sweet orange, patchouli. I have some geranium in here and lavender. I don't have my small little thing. Put a little bit more scent in here. And when you're scenting and you're using essential oils, these little daubers or whatever you want to call them, they don't cost that much to get a big bag of 100, 200. It depends on what you want to buy. You can get 50, 25. Some places sell them in bundles of 10. You never want to cross-contaminate your scents. So always make sure you use separate ones. And if it's an oil that you use, essential oil or fragrance oil that you use all the time, you can go ahead and tape your thing to the side of the bottles. Well, I buy so many, I don't even tape them. I think I buy like maybe 500 at a time. Let me see how this smells. That is really, really good. Put my patchouli in here. And then I think I'll be good to go. I already have the lavender. That was a little overpowering. And I have frankincense in here. You guys, this smells so, so good. So good, so good, so good. 3 more drops of lavender. And let me find my frankincense. I think I'm all out of frankincense, actually. Oh, here you go. I bought these small little samples. There was a whole bunch of them in a pack. I think it's like 20. $18 different scents in a pack. And it was like $19 when I first bought it. It was $17. Then I went back online to get another one because it's so convenient. And sometimes I take my big bottles if I have them and I mix them in with it. But oh my God, it was like $30, I think. I'm going to pour these. And when you make your stuff, anything you make warm and it has to cool, don't put the lid on until it cools all the way. Because you don't want any moisture to set in and grow bacteria. Because I do not put anything in here. And you want to make sure you get over top of the little thing. It does settle. You don't want to fill it up too much because you want to make sure you can put the top on. Let me just fill up one more. And then I'll top them off. And I also have some push-up little tubes that you twist up. I put some of it extra. I put in there because like if I want to do like maybe the travel size, I'll do that. I might can get 6. I can get 6. I just have to melt this down some more because it's starting to harden up. So let me melt this down some. Yeah, so I'll do 6. I don't like to make too much at a time. It depends on where I go at, if they sell. But on the same token, too, you know, I like to always have a fresh batch of stuff. Okay, I was able to get 6 sports deodorant, and now I'm going to do my patchouli and sweet orange. So I have the rest in this bowl. So I'm going to pour it in here. Scrape everything out. I'm trying to like have stuff because it's time for people starting their festivals already, even though it's January. People already having things, and some of the things that I do, I couldn't even get in. You know, you think some places, if you go all the time, they leave a space open for you. But I don't know. I've been checking and checking, and it's I don't know if everything is already booked up or they didn't put the application online yet, which is odd because they have the event for June online, the Strawberry Factory, and I don't know if I mean Festival, I'm sorry. And I don't know if I want to do that, but because it's so hot in June, but if I do, I would just all do strawberry scented. Here's a clean pipette. Yep. And this is already pre-mixed. This is my patchouli and sweet orange. And this parchment paper, what I did was I wrote the names on it so I won't forget what it is. A little bit more. I think I'm overpowering this with the sweet orange. This is my daughter's favorite. Them stinking arms she has. I hope she's not watching this video when I put it up. And I try to put, because sometimes once I want to make sure it keeps the fragrance, because sometimes after a while the stuff could settle with all the oils. So I'm going to see how many I get out of this. I wish you guys, I don't know if you can hear him, but my dog is snoring up a storm. Like he went to work today. Ooh, got 3. Move these lids out of the way. I wish I could just do this all day and not work. I went back to work. I was home taking care of my husband for almost 2 years. I left for a good paying job. It was a stressful job. I didn't really want to be there, but they didn't let me take off for a month and a half like I requested to take care of him. I was there for almost 17 years. I think I was 2 months shy of 17 years. Well, so my husband comes first. So I'm back to work, and I don't really like it. I think I got used to sitting home, and I got used to making my own schedule, doing my events. I didn't make as much money last year like I normally do because of my son. moved, and I was helping him down in Alabama. So it is what it is. But I do like this. When I first started doing this a couple years ago, I really made some good money. But then I took a different position on the job that I left to become a senior manager. So I wasn't really focusing because it was always night meetings. I was so tired. But when I say I was really doing good, now it's like I'm starting all over again. It's hard. It's hard to convince people to go natural or use more natural products. And if they know what I know, if they really know how old I am and some of the stuff that I use, that I make myself, but I used to buy it from other people and it got expensive. When my mom used to take me to DC, Washington DC that is, to get stuff from this little place that was on, I believe, Georgia Avenue, where my auntie used to live. And I used to go there to get stuff. But everything since closed down. But the store was there for a long time because I could never use anything. So that's where I used to go. So I doubled that recipe. And out that doubled recipe, I got, let me see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 tubes of deodorant. So the stuff is really expensive, especially the all-natural deodorant pellets. And people just don't understand the amount of money you spend to do natural products. But on the short end of the stick, it's the best thing that you can use. I do have friends that test my products before I sell them. And one of my friends, she always had problems with her skin. I think she just have a mild case of eczema or something on her skin. She has dry skin or psoriasis or something. Always been like that. And you can hardly tell. And she was like, oh my God. And I told her, just wash around your hairlines with the soap or whatever. But she loves it. And now she has her granddaughter using it, her children. And they all thank me for their skin. But I love making natural products. Even if 1 or 2 people buy and they're very satisfied, I am satisfied. But here concludes all my stuff. Let me see if you can see it. So when I'm finished, once these cool, here you go. Once these cool, I'll put the labels on, and I probably won't do that until probably tomorrow. Like I said, I want to make sure they cool all the way because you don't want any moisture to sit in because it's still warm and bacteria to grow. So once I do the labels, I'll go ahead and do a little screenshot of my labels. I don't like to put my labels on until I'm finished because I drip stuff on the sides of the jars. You'll mess up the labels. Labels are very expensive. But thanks for watching Tiela's Natural Soaps. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Happy Friday and have a terrific and super duper ooper weekend. Toodles.